What's going on, guys? Welcome back to No Impulse Control. I'm Justin.
I'm Jasmine. And that's a wrap. Have a great night, guys. We have
um,
once again gotten into two very different vibes.
I feel like that's just normal now. You've got
Do
friggin'
you
the devil behind you, and I've got sports. So,
do you know what's crazy is that even though with our two very different vibes, you've got a light green shirt and a light background. I've got a dark green shirt on and like kind of a dark. It very much fits our who we are as peoples.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
I feel like.
cool.
So, here's the thing about, like. Have it,
We need a rotary phone. Oh, he's just fully turning around.
hello?
That's crazy. You just yelled into that man's arm
I think for now on, I'm just gonna grab random things in my room
and
and
say
yell
hello.
hello into it and see how it goes.
Yeah,
Um,
I like it.
I think honestly, like, have you ever had a person tell you, like, you look good in that color, or makes
Yeah.
your eyes pop or whatever? I love hearing that because I have no perception about who I am, like,
Yeah.
visually. So like one time, Kara, my stepmom, said, "Oh, you look good in blue. It makes your eyes pop."
You do look good in blue, yeah.
I know I do, but that's only because Kara told me. This light green also kind of brings my eyes blue out.
Yeah.
So, like, it's just
Mine
kind of one of
is
those things. No, it's okay. I'll stop talking now. Go ahead.
no, I didn't want to interrupt. Keep going.
Well, now I don't want to.
Okay, mine's mustard yellow. I didn't realize how much I liked it until I bought a random
Mustard.
shirt and I wore it to school and everybody commented on it and now I love wearing mustard yellow. Um but I also like a maroonish red. I really
Hmm.
like Farmington maroon,
Yeah. Yeah.
especially with the darker hair, the
Yeah. I
darker
was gonna
colors. I
say
really yeah.
it really helps with your hair color too, because your hair, because you change it from light to dark occasionally, like you can
Mhm.
adjust the color that your clothes kind of matches
Yeah.
you well with.
Like my toe what tone I'm wearing, yeah.
Right. I can't really do that. I don't really have that option. I've tried. We went green once, and I've went white.
Well, see, my thing is that I go to a professional.
Okay, well that's rude.
I wouldn't be able to do my hair the way it is now on my own. I would have to go see somebody for it.
I also just don't dye my hair. Like usually it's this and that's it.
That's
I
fair.
also
That's fair.
very little up top. So, uh, but it's just kind of like one of those things about people saying, you look good in this color, da, 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 that kind of thing. I'm like,
Hmm.
thanks. And then I question everything. And then I'm like, did I not look good in a certain other color? And they were like, they
Mm,
shouldn't wear that color again. And they
there
would
are
look
some
for
colors that you
that.
don't look great in because it like washes you out. Like
Oh
yellows
yeah,
wash you out.
I was gonna say yellow is not my color. Can't do
No.
yellow.
And white sometimes does, sometimes it doesn't. If it's in the summer, your white is fine.
Oh, in the
Um,
summer I look really tan. Like
mhm.
I've lost my summer tan, so it's really upsetting. But blink, blink,
My
blink, blink,
headphones
blink.
would like me to know that they're dying.
Hmm. I charged mine 2 days ago. But
I
yeah,
charge them when I remember.
yeah. That when it beeps at me, that's when I throw it on the charge.
Yeah,
Happens.
fair
But
enough.
speaking of clothes, since we're here and we haven't plugged it early in an episode for a while, merch. I have my merch on today. I had my mer. Our should I find another object?
Yeah,
I
grab
have.
something off your stand there.
Okay.
Grab the train.
No, no. Hello?
Yeah, we're gonna have to get faster with that. You gotta have things on hand.
Yeah, it's gonna. Anyways,
We'll work on it. We'll
um,
work on it.
what was I saying?
Merch.
Merch. Get the merch. The Soccer King 139. Help!
TheSoccerKing1239.com. Third tab over, drop it down to fourth wall. Once you click on fourth wall, second tab over is our merch. The Soccer King merch for Justin's own thing is also there. Looks really dope, super comfy. But it's also it's almost Christmas time. So go buy your fur. Oh,
Go buy merch. That's all we gotta say. Just go get the merch. It's on the website. You can get the podcast or my own personal. Um, I do love seeing it when people do have it. Like I know like Rachel has her sweatshirt on often, and
mm-hmm.
Nana has her stuff out.
Grant
Nana's got the
Antonio does too.
Antonio. Yep.
Nana is outfitted.
Nana is she could walk around in the merch that we have on the website. It's great. She could also
Mm-hmm.
sleep because we have a pillow or had a pillow that she bought. She's the only person other than me to buy the pillow.
Well, that's fair. I kind of, we're not huge yet.
No, we're not. We should be, but we're not.
We'll
So,
get there. We'll
with
get
that
there.
being said, I'm going to stare at the camera for this. With that being said, share this to your people. Share it to your friends. Share it to Facebook. Share
Yeah.
it to Instagram. Share it to the cloud people. Share it to the sewer people. Share it to who else can they share it to?
Their grandmas.
Oh, did I not say grandmas? Share it to your grandmas. Grandmas love us.
Pretty famously.
Actually, for real though. I have an adopted grandmother that lives across the road.
Mm-hmm.
I went over today because her mailbox was open and the mailbox is on our side of the road, and she's 90 something years old, so I'm not going to not bring over the
Make her
mail.
cross the busy road. Yeah.
Yeah. I will say that I may have told a slight fib because I said I had a meeting going on, like
Mm.
literally starting soon. That meeting was supposed to be the podcast after I showered, because I came home from work and worked out, and then I shower, and then I usually am ready for whatever. Um, and to be fair, the shower happened right as I got home, um, but then I waited for a little while.
So you lied to an old lady.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't have lied had somebody, been on time, but that's a whole other thing.
That is derogatory
That is the
somehow.
second in a row, even though it's 2 weeks
I need
apart.
y'all to be I need y'all to be aware we recorded the Thanksgiving episode yesterday.
Sunday, and it is
Yeah.
Monday.
Yeah. It's been a long day, okay?
I believe that. It like the 2 weeks before Thanksgiving break. I know this is coming out after Thanksgiving break, and I understand that, but the 2 days before Thanksgiving break is crazy. Like, why
I
would
feel
you do
like yeah.
this?
I feel like honestly before Thanksgiving break is even more stressful than Christmas
Mm-mm.
because like for you feel like the 2 weeks before Christmas are more stressful.
Mm-hmm.
I I do and I don't. The only reason I guess that I feel that this one is more stressful is because we have to like you have to cook for it because we do a Thanksgiving meal Monday for the kids and stuff.
Yeah.
And you're not really cooking anything for
I don't
meal,
do
so
jack squat for Thanksgiving or
yeah,
Christmas for that matter. It's just more busy.
yeah.
That's I'm also so this is the end of the trimester for me for Thanksgiving.
Mm,
Like it ends the
that's right. Yeah,
trimester, and
yeah.
I'm kind of a lazy teacher, so I throw a movie on and I say, "Okay, here's your movie. Be good," and then I do my grading and all that while I'm sitting there
Mhm,
watching the movie with the kids. Um, if they earn it, I had a couple classes last year not earn it, and
mhm,
whatever. But then like during the beginning of the trimester, especially for Christmas, that those 2 weeks before Christmas,
mhm,
it's like teaching them the procedures of the classroom, making sure everybody's getting things going, expectations, all that stuff. So it's a
mhm.
lot of like building up what they need to be doing,
Oh
rather
yeah.
than like coming off of a trimester where I just need to put my grades in.
I guess that's fair too, though, because I have my kids all year
Yeah.
and for like 3 years, really. So, like, they get to know my routines very well.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, you have rotating children.
They
And
know
even
my
though you know
routines.
them,
I was gonna say they know my
yeah, you just
routines. It's
have to you
just
just have to establish them.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just getting them to be reminded.
And I feel like for me, the 2 weeks leading up to Christmas are a little easier because we're doing crafts and we're doing like I have a younger age group.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
god.
insane.
The second half, dude, can I just tell you? Separate topic. So the second half of the day, right? We did our Thanksgiving meal. I got loaded up on turkey and stuffing and all the goodies. I'm doing my read aloud with the kids and I'm reading Wonder and I can't stop yawning like every single line. And I got all the rest of my kids were all yawning. And by the end, I was like, I can't do this. It's, I
So nap
can't stop
time.
yawning today. Yes, I'm exhausted. And I still have to make bread tonight, but I'm kind of
I
debating
thought you
just
made
going to
bread
bed.
yesterday.
I have more
Why do you have to make more bread?
because by the time that I got home from the grocery store yesterday, I wasn't planning to go to Wyndham. I was supposed to go to Hannaford's, but because there was other things that needed to be bought, I had to go to Walmart in Wyndham. So that's half hour out with all the traffic, half hour back. Like it's a little shorter. It's like 20 minutes, but with all
Hmm.
the traffic, and then you have to shop at the Walmart and get all the stuff. Um, by the time that I got home and made the focaccia, I was dead tired. I had no energy to make 48 rolls. So
So you have to
I'm
make
just,
rolls tonight.
yeah, I think I'm either going to make them tonight or tomorrow after therapy and just like
48.
not.
You'll have like 8 kids.
These are for home.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I
We did
understand.
that. We had our Thanksgiving today. Yeah.
It's connecting now. You're bringing it
Yep.
with you Wednesday when you
Yes.
leave. Gotcha.
Yes.
I understand. You could
Hmm,
make it
hmm.
tomorrow.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Is that I'm just my issue is that I have therapy tomorrow, right?
Hmm.
And so by the time that I get home and whatever and go into therapy, like I'm gonna want to game with everybody because it's gonna be like a week until whatever. Anyway, it doesn't super matter. I'm also not baking them tomorrow. I'm just throwing them in the freezer so that I can bake them at Peggy's. But I don't know. It's just a
You
lot of bread.
it also, and correct me if I'm wrong, cooking is one of your like stress relievers. So like having
It
something like
is.
that after a therapy session might not be a bad thing.
This is true. This is true.
And that way
I
you
do
don't have to
like to
jump
cook.
right into like gaming and have to people everything.
This is true. Maybe I'll do that.
Okay. Problem solving
Yeah.
101.
Okay. Anyway. Um you have a
You had
list,
a
I
I
fear.
do have a list.
Oh,
You had a conference on Friday last
I
week.
did. I had a conference. Okay, let me grab my stack. One moment, folks.
So
Also,
I
oh,
I was just gonna say I go
yes,
to a
fine. Your turn.
conference every year. Like I do a yearly conference where I go up to
Mhm.
Rock and
Rockland.
Roll Rockland, and I like stay there. I stay right at the Samoset, which is like a pretty
Nice
nice
hotel.
hotel for Maine.
It's like a
Um,
resort, isn't it?
it's a resort, yeah. There's a golf course on site and everything. But anyways, I stay there and I have like it's a health and PE conference and we do all
Mhm.
this stuff and that's a common thing for me. Jasmine told me that she had a conference and I was like, "Huh? Why
Huh?
are you going to a conference? You don't even leave the classroom. What do you mean?"
This is my first conference.
I'm very glad that you did
Um,
because it sounded like it was a lot of fun. So anyways, go
dude,
ahead.
it was so fun. So
Dude.
I got so much free stuff. Dude, it was a conference on comic books, or not comic books, on graphic novels, but very specifically like we learned how to make. Do you remember with Dan? We learned how to make zines, like the
Yes. Yes, yes,
the
yes, yes, yes.
books.
Yep.
So I relearned how to make those, and we got like a little schedule, and he told us to doodle all over it. So I got to doodle my eye that I've drawn everything, and a bowl of soup and a flower, and then on this side we doodled. I got to draw all day. I cannot explain to you all how pumped I was when I found out that I get to draw.
To
Um,
me, that sounds like torture. To you, sounds just about right.
Hella fun. So we started with well, now I gotta find it. We started with one that was like doodle something random and then create it into something. So like we just had to draw a random shape and then we added details to it afterwards. So this was my doodle shape that I made. This is my little comic of doodles.
Okay.
Um
What is
so I
the bottom
have,
right? Okay, go ahead.
well, I'm gonna get, so this is a dragon. Um these are various different foods being held.
By a dragon?
Um no, they're all separate.
Oh.
This is an ice cream. This is being an ice cream cone being held, and this is somebody who took a bite of a burger and they're like holding it.
Oh.
Um, this is a horse jumping. It's just a random doodle. I didn't. I drew the shape and then created the image afterwards. I drew an M to start with this, and then I
Eh.
rotated my paper and realized, oh my god, it looks like a really
Oh.
shitty bathing suit. So I
Yep.
turned it into a woman. Now you may be thinking to yourself, Jasmine, I can see that that's a woman. I got to put mine up on the screen so everybody could see it. I volunteered, which was super cool, and I was really excited because we were getting like live feedback from our readers. So
Yeah.
basically, you put it up and you just see how people are interpreting it. And three people were like, "Is that a belly button?" And I was like, "It's a necklace," because they were looking at it like this. They thought I drew a belly button with ovaries.
I don't even see a belly button in that.
Belly button,
I don't.
ovaries.
No, no, I don't
I
see
don't
it.
either. I don't either. But they said that that was that. So anyway, it was super
Maybe
fun.
that's the new, like, the ink splotches. Maybe that's the new ink
The
splotch.
Rorschach test. But yeah, so we did that. We read an article and we had to draw a cartoon, or not cartoon. Good lord, we had to draw a comic based off of an article that we read to show comprehension. So
Hmm.
this is my comic that I drew. I'm not going to go all the way into it, but I drew a little comic. It was actually quite fun. Um, I got to draw a zine. This is where my artistic integrity comes out. Um, it's called the campaign. I don't know if it's backwards for you, but it is for me. So we
When
have
did
this.
when did
Sorry,
or where'd you find this?
this workshop.
Yeah.
Actually, Beth found it for me. It's a literacy workshop, so it talks about how to integrate graphic novels and books into the classroom in order to promote literacy and to get students reading and wanting to read and wanting to engage with content and understanding content in more than just read this, understand it kind of way.
Gotcha. Okay.
I just registered for the next one. It's in Portland. It's called map making. So it's learning how to like do maps and stuff. And I
Yeah.
think we're going to map our brains a little bit. And then the last one was, or the next one after that I registered for is Gemstones up in Bethel. Um, it's learning how it's writing literacy and organic touch. And then the last one is on um, something to do with the brain,
Hmm.
but it's
So
super
you
cool.
said Bethel. That's a certain
Yeah.
direction. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, this one I actually ended up driving through more of back roads than I meant to drive through because fucking Google Maps.
Yeah. Why?
Um,
Yeah.
this is the last one that I drew that I was. Oh, actually, no, that's not true. I also drew this. Had a lot of fun with this. This was a random doodle. Um, it's just three random things that I had fun drawing, and then I flipped it over and I drew whale sharks based off of my whale shark tattoo. Because they're my favorite of the sharks. And then I drew this funky little cat from World War II or Civil War cat. And then I drew another little whale shark and a telephone because I was really excited about something that he said that reminded me of a telephone. And this was just me practicing lips. I don't know. I like drawing facial features. And then I went on Pinterest and I started finding things. So I started to draw an elf, didn't like how it worked. Started to draw a bear, didn't like that. Drew this elf, very excited about this elf because I like the cartoony drawings.
Mhm.
And then I drew this elf, which I didn't love. And there was one more that I drew too, but I don't know where she went. So yeah,
I can't draw for
that's what I got.
squat, so
I I like drawing, and I used to have a really hard time drawing like faces and stuff until I realized it's just shapes, and that helped.
hmm.
Um, here's where I got really excited though, is I got free stuff. So I got this book for free. It is Increasing Visual Literacy and Critical Thinking Skills Through Graphic Novels, and it's like a research-based text. I'm actually really excited to read this. And then the next one I got is Why Do I Have to Read This? It's by Chris Tavani, Literacy Strategies to Engage Our Reluctant Readers. And so it talks about all the different ways to engage readers without being basically just saying, read it because I told you to.
Mm.
So it's how to engage them. And my favorite part is I got 3 books that the author of the thing that I went to wrote himself. They're graphic novels. The Civil War Diary of Freeman Colby. So it is a graphic novel that he wrote and made and did all the stuff for. Um, he was a teacher. Not Freeman. Well, Freeman Colby was too, but this guy was a literacy coach.
Hmm.
Um, turned into graphic novelist, and so it was really cool to like be at this conference, and it was my very first one. And I've now signed up for 3 more this year. They're part of the main DOE, so I get credit for them too, which is cool.
Oh, nice.
I got 7 hours of PD to go color or to go draw.
That's such a talk about unprofessional professional development. We have to track the amount of hours that we get, and if we don't get a certain amount of hours, we're not allowed to recertify for a job that we are actively doing.
For a job that we're certified for. Yeah.
That's such bullshit,
Yeah.
but that's a whole other thing. I know we talked about a lot
And
about us being unprofessional now.
well, and you know what's funny too, Justin, is that like I get a lot of PD through my school, so I actually don't really track it. My school does it for me, and like I get it's just built into my like schooling.
Yeah.
This is the first time that I've gone that I got like a certificate that said like you completed 7 hours through the main DOE, and I was like, okay, what does that matter? But then I got an email that was like, how many hours did you get? Where's your certificate? And I was like, ah, ah.
Yeah.
So
Did you have to
I'm
complete any
actually
like forms for the school before you went?
for my school.
Yeah.
I have to sign up like for a PD slip, which basically just says like, "Hey, I'd like to do this PD," and they say, "Amazing, have fun,"
I
and
wish
then
that
they
was the
fill out
case
all
for
the
me.
registration.
You ready for this? I have to do a
Hmm.
prior, which is a form explaining what the thing is and explaining what is going to happen, plus an attachment that is like for the Mayford conference, I add
Hmm.
like these are the options for each session, and I just
Yeah,
clip it to it. So I have to do the prior, and if I don't do the prior, doesn't matter, can't get the hours anyways. So I have to do the prior. Guess who forgot to do the prior this last one that I went to? Guess how many hours this guy missed out on? It is 2 days.
many?
Keep that in mind.
Like 15, 16 hours.
It was about that. Yeah. Yeah. So that's a third, a
I
fourth
don't
of what
understand.
I
Wait,
need.
wait. Why do you have to have a priors? Who does that get filed with?
It goes to the school. It's basically the school saying, here's your certification hours. And if you haven't filled out the prior, you can't fill out the final, which is essentially the same paper, just a different color. One's yellow and one's
So,
green.
so even though you went to the thing and you did the stuff because you didn't fill out the prior authorization form, you can't get the credit hours even though you did the credit.
Mm-hmm. And I
Well,
have the
that's stupid.
certification to do of doing the credit too.
You could probably file that with the main DOE.
I'm sure I could, but I'm not sure that it's RSU 10 is dumb. That's what it is. It's
Yeah.
dumb. But yeah. So, yeah, love jumping through hoops that are unnecessary hoops to jump through, when you
Well,
could
if we
just
were
say,
professional, we would not have to do that, you know?
you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Damn
Well, anyway,
unprofessional things.
damn unprofessionals. Yeah. But yeah, no,
So
that
I
was my
actually
first conference.
That's awesome.
It
I'm
was nice.
actually
Yeah,
like
I had a
I'm
lot of
happy
fun.
that you had that opportunity. And
Hmm.
I know that for you, it's really difficult to leave the classroom because of
I hate it.
how much you do and how much goes on in the classroom, and obviously dysregulating
Hmm.
children and all that. Um,
Hmm.
but I think it's beneficial for you specifically to take
Yeah.
that time for yourself. And obviously you can get the hours in house, but also
Hmm.
it's important for you, especially being a new teacher. I know you're not new, but like still a young teacher
Hmm.
growing into the profession to add these things. Even though you're a very
And
good teacher and I understand that, but it's important to do it.
well, there's always room for growth though.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that I did it in person. And I was telling Beth this today that I'm glad that I did it in person because there was a Zoom option and I would have just done it from home basically.
Yeah.
Um, but I would have cleaned my office and I would have drawn, but it would have been my own thing. You know what I mean? Like
You wouldn't have been there.
I wouldn't have been as invested. And I gotta tell you guys, listen, all week long, all I hear all day is Miss Corkins, 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 all day. And I love my kids, but oh my God. And so no one said my name at all for 7 hours, except for, hi, so Jasmine, right? Okay, here's your, whatever, your welcome little booklet thing.
Hmm.
No one said my name. No one asked me any questions apart from, can you read this out loud? No one required anything of me. I got to draw for 7 hours. And even though I do that on weekends, I still have some responsibility. I could just sort of vibe. I went across the street at lunchtime. I walked down the road in Rockland. I don't know how familiar you are with like Rockland Inner, but I
Yeah.
walked down the road and grabbed, Duncan. I got to listen to other schools' drama. Like it was great.
Yeah.
And I texted my team at one point and I was like, "Hey, hope today is going well. Let me know if blah 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 doesn't work out." I had sent like a link for something I wanted them to do, and let me know if it doesn't work out. Just choose a different activity. We'll work on the link later. Like I wasn't super stressed about, oh, it doesn't work. I have to fix it because I don't. I'm not there. It doesn't super matter. I can do it later. 2 years ago, I would have had a conniption if something didn't go to plan.
Try again with that number.
2 years ago,
Try again.
last week.
There you go. That's closer.
No, last year I would have had. This year I've actually been pretty good about getting out of the classroom.
I think you have. I think part of it. I think that you're. I'm saying this because I understand the feeling.
Mhm.
I think that you feel comfortable now because you're 3 years in at this building.
Four.
At this building?
This is my fourth year.
It
Well, so
is,
yeah,
isn't
I
it?
am 3 years in. This is
It's
my
your
fourth year. So yeah.
yeah. So you're 3 years in at this building.
Mhm.
So at my third year, I felt probably the most comfortable I had
Yeah.
as a teacher. And obviously it continues
Yeah.
to grow. So I think it's one of those things of like you're there now. You're finally
Mhm.
feeling it like, okay,
Mhm.
I have this under control. This
Mhm.
tiny day that might be off, we'll figure it out. Yes,
Mhm.
Jasmine in the back.
Yes. Hi, Jasmine.
Jasmine from the main region.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah. From MSAD 15 or whatever district I'm in. Actually, a lot of them. But
You forgot your question,
oh,
didn't
I
you?
was no, I was gonna say, you said about the 3rd year, which is why I smiled. That is like when we hire new teachers at our school, that's like the thing is you're not gonna be comfortable your first 2 years. Your first year, you're nervous and you wanna like people please because of your
hmm
new job.
hmm
Your second year, you're feeling more comfortable, but you're still not like fully whatever. By your 3rd year, that's really your make it or break it point of like am I good enough to not am I good enough to be here? That's not what it is. It's am I confident in my skills?
Yeah.
Because by like finishing starting last year I was not, finishing last year. By the end, I knew all the procedures of like I knew my classroom routine. I didn't feel bad about being like, "No, we're not doing that."
Yeah.
And I have a good routine going with my kids now that like I told them last Monday I was like, "Oh, by the way, I'm not going to be here Friday." We have like morning meetings where I just sort of talk to them and they're like, "Oh, where are you going?" I'm like, "Oh, I have a conference in Rockland, and that's this far away, and here's what I'm going to be learning about." And they were like, "You have to go learn things." And I was like, "There's a reason that I can teach you. Yes, legally, I have to learn things. It's crazy." Um, and and then like it was a really good discussion with the kids about like I'm coming back. I will be there Monday for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Like some of our newer kiddos who are like, "What do you mean you're leaving?" Because every time I leave to go to the bathroom, they're up my ass.
Yeah.
Um, I have more anxiety leaving the classroom for an hour-long IEP when I'm in the building than driving to Rockland. The most anxiety-inducing thing was that I was late to my conference because of Google Maps, but
Yeah. I
also
think I was gonna say I think that's also why it used to be that the probationary period for teachers was
yeah,
3 years. So you had those first 2 years to kind of get going, and then that third year
yep,
was that make it or break
mhm,
it. Now it's
which
not.
makes sense. Okay,
Now it's two
it's
years.
not?
My group was the first group to go through that was 2 years.
Wow,
So if you don't make it or break it in your first 2 years, then you get to that third year and you're like, actually, I don't think I can do this. You now have a continuing contract that has 5 years,
hopefully.
hopefully, if you did your job, yeah,
Mhm,
that goes for 5 years. So
mhm.
like mine, when is mine up? Mine's up like the 2027 or something like that. I think it's something like that.
Ooh,
20, no,
ooh, 2027 is close,
it
Justin. Do
is.
you know we're less than 50 days away from the new year?
I didn't need you to say that. Mine was up
I
last
think
year.
we're
Mine went up last year. I had to
was it
recert
last
this
year?
past year
I gotta look up how many days until New Year because now I'm stressed.
because now I'm stressed. I got to tell you a story because it was quite the experience. I almost witnessed a murder.
38 days. Continue.
I almost witnessed a
What?
murder. Yeah. Um, it wasn't of a human, but still a murder nonetheless. Um, I'm sitting in, or I'm not sitting. I'm in the house, and
Hmm.
Darcy's like, "Hey, can you go check the mail? It's dark out, and it was late. We
Hmm.
just had company leave, so I was like, all right, sure."
Hmm.
So I get my stuff on. I'm wearing my flip flops because who puts shoes on to go outside when there's no snow right now? And so I
Yeah.
get outside and I'm walking down the driveway, and then I hear like something off over. So the way that
Hmm.
my house sits, I have the house, you have the driveway behind it that kind of circles around and goes down to the road.
Hmm.
And I'm walking down to the road where the mailbox is, and I hear something like skittering in the grass. So I
I
stop.
love that.
I'm like,
Oh,
uh oh. And so I look around and I can't tell what it is. I think it was a possum. I think.
little baby possum.
It wasn't a baby. She was a big mama,
Big old mama.
big old mama. So it was either a possum or a raccoon. One of the two.
Both are good choices.
Yeah. But it was like walking across the front of the lawn, and it
Hmm.
stopped by the mailbox when it heard or saw me because I stopped and I put my flashlight
Right.
on. I put my flashlight on.
I just got flashbanged. Continue.
So I put my flashlight on and it wasn't strong enough to see it. So like, great, cool. And I'm standing there and I'm like, well, I need to get there, little animal. So please move. And so it did. It
Mhm.
started moving. It started moving towards the road. You know what drives on the road, Jasmine? Cars.
Vehicles.
You know what drives in Buckfield, Jasmine? Big
Fast
loud
cars.
trucks.
For some reason.
Well, because we're hicks over in this town. But it's driving by, and I'm like watching this little raccoon or
No.
a possum just like slowly walk into the road, and I was like,
Hmm.
"Don't do it! Don't do it! No, no, no! Stop! Stop! Stop!" And it got so close that I was like,
Yeah.
I actively turned away. I'm like, I can't watch it. I can't. I'll cry. Like I don't want to cry for this animal that I have no connection
Hmm.
to. But I have so much like, and Darcy and I have had this conversation so many times. I have so much like empathy for animals for some reason.
Oh yeah.
I
Well,
hate
because
it.
you're a good person.
Well, yes, but I hate it because like even a rat. Like we killed a rat the other day
I
because it
would have
was like
cried.
trapped. I wanted to cry. I'm sitting there like
Yeah.
taking it out of like throwing the whole thing away because we get the ones that spin,
Hmm.
and it trapped it and it was dead. And I was like sitting there and I was like, I feel so bad for this animal, even though this animal is not supposed to
I
be here. Like,
I hit a bird once when I was staying
mm-hmm,
at you and or not a bird, a squirrel when I was staying at you and Darcy's place when you were living in the basement there.
mm-hmm,
And because I was just out one morning, just I needed to, go for a drive, whatever. And I hit a squirrel and I was beside myself.
yeah.
Um, I was sobbing violently, like couldn't see. I hate hitting animals. I will crash a car to avoid hitting a squirrel. Like, I'm not even joking. I
No,
have
yeah,
swerved out of the way to miss. I
yep.
will not purposefully hit animals. I knew people in high school who purposefully hit animals.
I hated
They're
them.
horrible people.
Yeah,
They're also mostly in jail. Like,
I
because
had
that's a sign of horrible peopleness.
I was gonna say
You
killing
don't I
animals
don't know.
is one of the three signs of a psychopath, by the way.
Mhm.
Um, so enjoy that. One, I have an experience, and like I grew up in a. I mean, you and I both did. We grew
Did
up
the
in
did the
very.
possum die?
Oh, so no.
Okay.
I probably wouldn't be telling this story if it had because I wouldn't be able to walk myself through it again. But no,
Yes.
it must have spun its happy little butt around and got out of the road real fast because all I see it is running across the grass again. And I was like, okay,
That
I'm gonna go
man
get the mail
that
now.
man ran was like, "You motherfucker, you almost got me killed telling me to move."
It was funny, but so yeah, I have an experience. I grew up,
Mhm.
hunting was normal. It still is in
I've never been
the
hunting.
location. I went hunting once, and it
Mhm.
was like I didn't get anything. I didn't shoot it. I could if I needed to take care of something. Like I could. Like if crappy situation comes, I need to shoot an animal for food. I'm gonna shoot the animal for food. Like
I would starve. I don't
I
think I could
believe
do
that.
it.
Well, you wouldn't starve because you would find a way that like you'd go
I would eat
vegan
vegetables.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but I think so. My story is we had squirrels at Dad's house. We had squirrels all
Mhm.
over. They were eating everything,
Mhm.
and so you know a squirrel that gets into something's not good. You got to put it down. So I I was like, all right, let's have a challenge. And between me and Dad, how many squirrels can one of us get, one versus the other? And so like we got a good handful. It was like for the whole summer, it was just a tracking it as you go. And I
Hmm.
got one, and Dad was with me when this happened. I shot one, and I didn't shoot it in the head. I missed the head. Not only did I miss the head, I missed everything but the lower back. I paralyzed this squirrel. This squirrel
Yeah.
ran and ran under the shed, squeaking. So I felt terrible. Like I'm sitting there, like I'm like, Dad, take the.
Uh-huh.
I can't do it anymore. Please take. Like, and so he had to get under the shed and put the squirrel out of misery. He got the squirrel out. Come to find out, Jasmine, I'm come to find out this squirrel was pregnant. I shot and paralyzed a pregnant squirrel and then had my own father
Pro-lifer!
and had my own father kill the squirrel. You want to know when that competition ended? That
That
day.
day?
That day I did not shoot another squirrel.
That moment? I don't know what I would do if I found out one, I had just paralyzed the squirrel instead of killing it, and two, that it was pregnant.
It was
Um,
pregnant. Oh my gosh. I felt so bad. And Dad's like Dad, he was like,
mhm.
what's
It
the issue
happens.
here?
It's fine.
Yeah, and I was like, and he's built like me. He has that empathy for animals. He hates like
Yeah.
he'll kill somebody for an animal, even if it's not his animal. Like he will,
Yeah.
he sees somebody hurting a dog, he's gonna beat somebody. You like it type of
Oh, yeah.
situation. Um, fair. Fair.
Mhm.
Um, so it was just kind of like one of those moments of like, oh man, I really messed up. Like this is my karma for trying to do this.
See, and for me, like, I wouldn't be able to shoot the squirrels. I'd just be like, time to upgrade to metal everything. Like, it's so expensive, you know?
Yeah, it is.
Um, but I've never, so we had a farm. We had rabbits that were meat rabbits. We had chickens that were meat chickens. We had, the guinea hens we ate, the goats we ate, the pigs we ate. Like, we ate everything on the farm, whatever. Lamb, not my favorite because sad, but I didn't get too attached for a reason.
Right.
I've never been the one to kill any of the animals. Um, except actually that's not true. I killed probably like 15 of the rabbits accidentally because I gave them I my mom left.
Murderer! You have more murder on your hands than I do.
They were already all sick and I fed them and whatever it was when I moved them to the summer house. Mom was away for like a couple weeks on a work thing and it just they kept dying and I mom was like they were going to die anyway, they were ill and I was like but they're dying with me. So,
I killed them.
yeah, the day I came home to find a pig swinging in the
Ooh,
shed was the day that I kind of gave up bacon for a while. I'm back on it. I can eat the meat. I don't mind. I don't mind cooking it. I don't mind whatever. I just can't physically do the killing.
yeah.
And like I'm also not a big gun person, so like if I were to go hunting it would be bow hunting.
Hmm.
I'm not very strong. Like I couldn't lift a deer out of the woods. I don't like deer meat either, to be fair. It's too gamey for me, but like I can cook the animal meat. That doesn't bother me. Um, it's the physical act of doing it, I think, that really
Yeah,
it's just something about it. It's just it bothers me. Like in horror movies where they'll hear like the snap crack of like an animal's neck. It just
yeah,
like I've been outside when mom had to do the chickens, and each time it just made me I don't know how she did it.
yeah. No.
Um, I couldn't do it. I couldn't. Sorry that I keep looking over there. I'm monitoring our video downloading, but I don't want to look at it too long. I don't want to curse it.
Yeah,
So
fair.
I just keep
I
looking to check to make sure it's working.
I kept getting notifications on my camera that somebody was at my door or that there was motion at the door.
It was the possum.
It maybe, but this one was the truck that just went by. Was very loud and had
Ah,
very bright lights. So
he's looking
our
for possum.
porch our porch light got it. I also have
Hey, I
I
have a
have one.
question.
Go ahead. Yeah. What's up?
I had a question for you. If you could be any woodland creature, what would it be?
What a wild question. How long have you
I
been
feel like
thinking
it.
about this?
Oh, 13 seconds.
Any woodland creature?
Mm-hmm.
I'd
Possum,
probably
raccoon,
be.
all that kind of thing. My husband just groaned really loudly from the living room. I think he's playing Minecraft. And I just need to share that all I heard very quietly was,
I
sorry,
think
Connor.
so. Are we counting any creature that lives in the woods as woodland creature?
If it would appear in Snow White, then sure.
Okay, I would say a buck. I feel like
Oh,
I'm.
okay.
I feel like I'm very buckish.
I'd like to be a hare.
I could see that.
Or I could be a doe, I fear, but you know what I'd really like to be though? I would like to be a grizzly bear, but
Mm.
specifically from Brother Bear when they're hooking the salmon.
Yeah, those
I
salmon
want
look
to watch Brother Bear.
good.
I don't even like salmon. I
I don't
I
either, but
I
those look good.
those look really good. Yeah. No, I want to watch Brother Bear again. Maybe that's what I'll watch tonight when I make bread.
You're not making bread tonight. You're making it tomorrow. We've already decided this.
Maybe. I'll see. Depending on how I'm feeling when we're done with this. Um,
Or if somebody says
yeah.
games. See.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
So I had one more thing on my list,
Hmm.
and we're at 40 minutes, so that's kind of a good mark here.
Hmm.
But I have a little bit of anxiety. I have a lot of anxiety. I have a
Okay.
specific amount of anxiety over over our like we're meeting our Discord friends in person
Yes,
in
so soon in a
January.
month.
In a month, 2 months, month. Oh my
In
gosh,
a
it's
month from this
two
posting,
months.
Justin.
No, it's 2 months. Oh no, you're right. It is. Ooh. Okay, so we're meeting our friends in January, and we're like Jasmine and I are flying down to
I'm so
Missouri and
excited.
meeting them there because that's like the
Hmm.
central location for all of us, one of the central
Somehow.
locations. Um, and I have anxiety about that. Not only just the trip
Mhm.
because it's a trip, um,
Yeah,
and then also meeting these people like we didn't know them. We didn't know of them. We didn't know their presence. We didn't know anything about them
until yeah. I
until
didn't
Discord
yeah.
or until D&D.
Hmm. Yeah. And now we're willingly mailing things to each
And
other's houses.
now we hang out every day on like Discord. Now we're like
See, I have anxiety about it because I'm like, what if we get there and we all realize that we're insufferable in person? Not that I think any of us are
oh, we're
insufferable,
definitely
but like
insufferable, all of
but
us.
you
That's
and
why
I
it
are
fits.
insufferable sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I worry like that's the kind of what I'm like, "Oh my god, what if we get there and it turns out that we're not great in person?" And then my brain goes, "But what if it turns out to be even better than expected?" You know,
Yeah. See,
like
that's not
what if
even what I have anxiety about. I can handle the people.
it downloaded? It
Woo!
downloaded.
I can handle the
Continue.
peopling. I'm a very good people person.
Oh yeah,
I
you're wicked
my
good.
ability with people is fine. I'm more worried about, and this is so stupid to worry about, but I had this thought when we went out to dinner for on Wednesday. Hey, it's bright. When we went to dinner on Wednesday last week,
Mhm.
and you sent a picture that had me standing up, and I
Yeah.
was like, we don't see each other standing up often, and if we do, it's like an angle where you don't see
Yeah,
a full body,
I know.
and so now I'm
Justin,
like, oh dang,
we're going to be in the
anxiety.
same we're going to be in the same room as people,
Uh huh.
like physically in the same I don't know. I'm excited and
What
I'm also
if?
anxious.
What if? Hang on. What if Rachel is 6 feet tall? Like I, I don't know that
I
my brain is not mentally prepared
well,
because her
she's
angle
told
of
us
her
she's
camera
five
is
two.
up, which is fine.
Yeah, she's.
I understand and hear that.
Do you
But
know what's
what if
crazy?
she's
Is I
six
think.
feet tall?
Do you know what's crazy? Is I expect certain people to be certain heights. I'm assuming that Jeff is 6'3".
Oh, Jeff is a massive man. I feel like
Like
I'm
just
actually eye level
he's
with
six
Jeff
three.
though.
Well, so but you're not 6'3".
But is he 6'3"? Do
I
we know
haven't
his
defined
height?
this.
That's my
No.
thing. That's why I have anxiety. You sent a picture of me, and I've got my belly going on, and like you can't see my belly on camera, but everybody saw that, and we're
You were
like, "Whoa,
standing?
that's not who we are." Like that's what's getting me like all anxious. Like I don't know what these people actually look like, and that throws me for a loop for no reason. Like you and
When did
I,
I
yeah,
send
we're
you
good,
standing?
but
I'm looking right now.
like Rachel standing up, what if she's 6'3"? Or what if Jeff is like 4 foot nothing? Like
Oh, it was the video that I sent.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or what if like what if oh my gosh. And part of this straight up is the way you perceive somebody based off of their personality. Like
Hmm.
Jeff to me is like a father figure type person. So he
I think
has
he will be. Yeah.
that bigger
Yeah.
statue in my brain.
Mhm.
Rachel kind of feels like one of us, but she also gives off like badass energy, and to me in my
I could.
brain
I
that's a
could.
taller person.
Yeah. I could see her being like 5'6". I honestly don't picture Rachel as 6 foot, but I think I've also seen her like full body pictures with people. Because like we've sent pictures, whatever.
What if Rachel is like 4'6"? What if she is this tall?
You realize that this is gonna come out and they're all gonna flame us for this
I
part of
know
the
they
episode.
are, and I can't wait because this is such a like this is real anxiety. I'm
Do
actually
you know
anxious
what I'm really
about
anxious
this.
for? I'm really anxious for our voices.
I get yeah.
I'm very used to what you sound like online, and you have a deeper voice in person than you do online. Like
Do
just
I
the way it
really?
comes across. Yes. Online, it's not like high pitch. You don't sound like, you're not squeaky. It's just a different pitch because it's coming across,
I don't have
wavelengths.
a low voice. I've a squeaky
Well,
voice,
you
and
okay. Like a 13-year-old who just found out he's going through puberty. But like I'm so used to hearing, like Ash over the phone, right? Or
yeah,
over her headset, and it's kind of crackly. Same with Shay over the
that's
phone or
fair.
Shannon. Like I'm sure that I sound very different here than I do. I know that I hear it when I do read alouds with my kids. I have a higher pitched voice.
Yeah.
Like when I'm on here, I'm sure it sounds a lot deeper than my voice actually is. I have a lower tone voice anyway, but like for a girl, but um
Oh,
like
that's
it's just
so.
I don't know. Like our accents too, they don't
Oh,
come
I can't
across
wait for the
online.
accents. I can't wait for
We
the
sound
accents. You and
listen,
I coming
you and
across
I
as Canadian, like,
you and I sound like normal human beings. The moment we get around anyone who isn't from Maine,
or
we're
we
gonna
get
sound like
excited. We get
we're
excited, and
upset.
our like
Oh my
our
god,
language comes out.
I know. I was saying something.
Oh
I
my
was saying
god!
something. Oh my god, yeah, I was saying something the other night,
You
and
hear
I
that,
was talking
bub?
about it. Like it just slips out sometimes.
Huh?
That was accidental. That's crazy. It just slips out sometimes though. Like I have to consciously like I say that with my kids where I'm like, oh, like I'll say like out, and
Yeah.
every one of them's like,
Yep. Or
huh?
sorry. I say
Yeah.
sorry
Oh,
sometimes.
sorry.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
say
mean to do
sorry.
that. Like, I also
Yeah.
work with a Canadian, so
Well,
Talok is
you also
Talok's
lived
dual
in Presque Isle.
citizen.
It's pretty
I
much
yeah,
Canadian.
15 minutes from Canada. So
You're also best friends with a Canadian, so
yeah, well, um,
yeah.
and then you have uh, um, Ash, who's Texas,
She
but
sometimes her accent will come
her
out, and I'm like,
accent slips out, and I'm like, hang on a second, who are you? Like, and I'm sure like I don't really know. I don't really know. Ooh, oh, I didn't even think of this. I'm sure you know the answer, and I really don't think I want to know. What if Jevin is like 4'6"?
no, I've seen pictures of him standing next to students.
I feel like he's actually like. I feel like he's like 6 foot. I feel like he's like around there.
I feel like he told me he was 5'10".
I could see that. That yeah. Or like the other part of it in my brain is like body composition on camera versus body composition in real life. Like
Yes.
what if
I
what if what if sorry,
He's
this
having a
is
conniption, you guys.
I've literally this has been on my mind since we booked the tickets. I have had this much anxiety and needed to tell you about it since we booked the
Why did you
tickets
say something?
because I feel like this is so much more funny. Um what if Kay is like just freaking like she's strong and I know that, but what if she's just a freaking unit? Like she'll walk in and she can't like
Uh,
straighten her arms and like hit the door frames. She has to turn sideways to go through. Like,
that's why she got stopped at the airport. It wasn't
that's what I'm
anything to do with her bag.
saying.
It's because she's beefed up. Yeah. Well, you know what's crazy is like you guys really only ever see this part of me unless I stand up. I forget. Like I think all of us have a little bit of body dysmorphia when when you stare at yourself in a camera.
Oh,
It is so
yeah.
different than like a mirror.
Yeah.
But like I can sit here and I can put my face exactly how I want it, my hands covering what I don't want, whatever.
Yeah.
In person, that's so much harder to do. I can make my light whatever color I want to complement what I want,
Yeah.
and I have my headphones. I do not like the way I look without headphones anymore. It's
This
bad.
thing,
It's
this
becoming a
thing right
problem.
here, this is a problem.
Hey, so I need you to not be pointing your fingers arrow
This
down.
thing right here, the stomach,
Thank you.
that's a
Because
problem.
it looked like it looked like you point.
I was
It's
poking
like
my belly.
Justin.
Yeah, the belly. Like it's not
Yes.
big. I don't have a huge gut, but I have a gut
Hmm.
and on camera
Yeah.
it's cut off right here for a reason. Not just to show off my boobs, but
Yeah.
also like
That's the other thing is like I was trying to think about clothing to wear, and I'm like, what do you wear to someone's house that you've never been to before?
this.
Like,
This is my goal is
well,
to wear
well,
these.
no, no, no. But like for me, like pajamas. Am I bringing my like? Am I bringing my pajama pants? Am I bringing pajama shorts? Because I'm really more comfortable hanging out in shorts, but I don't want to be in like I have all of that anxiety
Yeah.
about just, and that's general for me. Like I always get anxious about those little details, like what am I going to bring for my hair? What am I going to bring for this? Blah blah blah. So anyway, I'm really excited,
I
but
am
there is
so
some
excited,
anxiety.
but I have a
And this,
lot of
by the way,
anxiety about this.
for us saying you guys are going to hear this, this is not us saying we don't want to see you. We love you very
No,
much and want
I
to see you.
very much want to go.
I will also puke on the way there.
I don't think I'll puke, but I will
I
definitely be
have
standoffish
anxiety.
until I'm gonna be super standoffish until.
He's going to be standoffish until someone comes and tackles him at the airport, and then it's going to be like, all right, game on.
Honestly, that would work.
Will be
I'm a
me.
golden retriever. That's what I literally like. Everybody who knows me is like, "Oh, you're a golden retriever." Yeah, yeah, I am. Until I know you, I don't
Golden
really know
retriever
you.
derogatory. I'm sorry, that was mean. You're not derogatory. You are a good golden retriever.
That's fucked up.
I am so sorry.
Comments, get her, get her.
What kind of dog do you think I am?
Shih Tzu.
Okay, but if you do you really?
I think, I think it depends on the day for you. Like your overall personality is very similar to mine, so I think I would throw golden in there. But you're not a
Mhm.
as like bubbly, I would say. When you people please, your people pleasing isn't it's a different type of people
It's
pleasing.
different. Okay, yeah.
So I don't know that I would fully say golden retriever, but I also like you're also a pit
Would
bull
you
to
say
me.
like a that makes my heart so happy.
And not
I
like
love
I
pit
doubt
bulls.
it's because of the reason that you want it to be, but I would say this because when you show up and like for you and I, our relationship, it works like
Mhm.
that because you want to punch me. Not sure why, but yeah. So like
You look soft and squishy. I want to punch you. I don't know
that's
what to tell
fucked
you.
up, man. Why are you hurting my feelings right now?
No, it's because
I
it's
just
it's
said my
that
stomach is not a good thing.
I don't want to punch you in the stomach. That's where your organs
But I
are.
look soft and squishy.
It was a joke. No, I the honestly that has been my like love language since I was a kid. Is
Yeah.
just like roughhousing, wrestling, stuff like that. Like that's how Rosemary and I played. That's how me and my friends always played. Like it was never a soft friendship. That's how I played with people in high school. Um, well, played with, but that's like how I don't know.
Yeah, you
That's probably
show
not a
love that
great way
way.
to communicate. Yeah, I
I mean, it
communicate
depends
with
on who you're
abuse.
doing it with because for me, I reciprocate it. I am able to accept it and also give it back. If you were to just haul off
Yeah.
and punch somebody because you liked them, maybe they wouldn't like it. I give it
Yeah.
back. And you know
Yes.
I give it back.
Yes, you do. Yes.
But all right. Where can they find you?
Oh, we're done now.
Segue.
Um, segue. Yeah, great segue. They can find me stressing over our plane. No, they
Mm,
can find me over at Esminster. So sorry about the weird posting. My computer hates me. Who's to say why? Um, I gotta update a bunch of stuff, but it is posted now as of this posting. We hope that you guys had a happy Thanksgiving because we haven't seen
Yes.
you since then. So hope that you got lots of turkey and that you didn't spend all day on Cyber Monday or won't spend all day on Cyber Monday.
And that you're
When is this
safe after.
posting?
This is posting before
The
Thanksgiving.
7th.
This one? Oh, this
No.
one's after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
This one's
Okay,
not the
so
Thanksgiving weekend, but the one
hopefully
after.
Black Friday was safe. Hopefully Cyber Monday wasn't super Cyber Monday and you weren't like blowing your money. Um, and that you're able to see your family.
And
You
that
can
you
find me over at
rested.
Desmond's. Yes, rest, 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 rest. Especially going into the holiday seasons. Asminsta 1721 or Asminsta, I don't know, figure it out. The show is no impulse control on all the things. Merch, like we said earlier, is the soccerking1239.com. Second tab or third tab over. You can go grab merch. Great for Christmas, which is coming up. It's also the holiday season, and as we're no longer professionals, um, quick, Justin, play the UNICEF song. Sarah McLaughlin would like you to send us
In the
money.
arms of an angel,
These two poor
fly
children
away.
who got their degrees and have student loans to pay could really use your support. Help adopt them from the foster system now, or shelter system now. Okay, we're all done.
Oh,
Thank you,
thank
Sarah.
goodness.
I was kind of hoping you would just like ramble on different sad songs, but
I didn't know what other words were part of that. You can find me at the Soccer King 1239 or TSK 1239. Good luck, happy hunting. We'll see you next week, closer to Christmas or Hanukkah,
in the
or
arms of the angel,
it doesn't help that your
fly
screen's now very
away.
white and like lighting your
Fly
face.
away from here, from this dark, cold hotel room and the endlessness that you fear. You are pulled from the wreckage of your silent reverie. You're in the arms of an angel. May you find comfort here.
Okay, so on that sad note, we'll see you later. Peace out.
Bye.